Greetings, everyone. We're aware of the challenges that the holders of ZEP are having in submitting their waiver applications, particularly those that are in Gauteng. It seems it is difficult to get slots for submission. We've been talking to the management at VFS about this. We've made a suggestion to them that what if they open the Midrand VFS offices? As you would know that previously people were submitting at VFS Midrand in 2014, in 2017. So we were sharing with them the comments that people are sending to us to say this is what people are going through, and they're suggesting that they open a new center that would be Midrand. But for one reason or another they can't. We then were suggesting that if they cannot open Midrand VFS for submission in Gauteng, why not allow holders of ZEP to even utilize Rivonia for them to make submissions? Of course, there are others that are traveling outside Gauteng to Durban and other places to submit. I was talking to two people that went to Durban. One jumped on a bus, was saying that she traveled overnight. She didn't take time to make submissions in Durban, and the other one drove to Durban and said he spent only 15 minutes to submit. He was done and then drove back to Johannesburg. So you can imagine, though, the costs involved if you drive to Durban from Johannesburg to go and submit, the fuel costs, the toll gates, and so forth. It becomes a bit expensive. So we are, of course, worried by all these developments. When we then spoke to the VFS management, they then responded in the following manner. I will read their response. Quote, "We have opened the Pretoria location as addition for ZEP applicants. Unfortunately, Midrand is closed. We also open slots weekly. I will check if they can release more. The issue is that the ZEP applicants waited for the last minute to submit, and this is affecting the appointments as our offices can only accommodate a certain number of applicants per day," close quote. So this is the response from the VFS management. But we know that in the previous years, that is 2014, 2017, the application process will start on the 1st of October to the 31st of December. People will queue to submit. Of course, there will be delays, but everyone would have submitted within the 3 months that were set aside for such submissions, that is 2014 and in 2017. And I want to believe that numbers of ZEP holders have drastically dropped since that time. But it is not only in Gauteng that, maybe just to explain here, I then asked about Pretoria, because when they said they've opened a location as additional in Pretoria for ZEP applicants, I asked if it is still the same location where people are submitting now, or it's a separate place altogether. He said it is a same location but different offices. So there are now 2 offices in that same location in Pretoria where you submit your application. They are trying to ease the problem, and they said that they will be opening new slots, and they say weekly they open new slots. I've heard people that when they check maybe in the evening, they will then come across new slots. And then this issue is not only a problem to Gauteng. Let me read one comment that a comrade sent to me, which I then shared with the management of VFS so that at least they understand what is happening. Says, I quote, "Morning, Mr. Mapena. I'm one of the ZEP holders. I will skip the name for obvious reasons for now. I'm waiting to have a submission date, but Polokwane and Pretoria have no space. I saw Durban, Kimberley, and George have space, but it's too far. I'm residing in Mopane district, few kilometers from Louis Trihart, which is Makado, and the comrade is asking for advice. Close quote. So that's the challenge that the holders of ZEP are having, because someone in close to Makado will have to travel to Polokwane to submit. But as the message says, Polokwane is fully booked according to this text that we received from the comrade. Only seeing places outside Limpopo and outside Gauteng, that is in Durban, Kimberley and George, and it becomes difficult for one to travel from Makado, say, to George to submit, or even to Durban. So we hope that the management will open more slots for people to make their submissions. Please keep checking. Please keep checking so that you are able to submit before the deadline. Otherwise, please keep your questions coming. We will try to engage the VFS management if need be, so that we ensure that every ZEP holder who wishes to move to another visa can make a submission at VFS. Please like this video, circulate, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Otherwise, goodbye.